All right, come in. Oh, Bishop's here. Good thing. Hey, DJ Bishop in the house. All right, TP, podcast number 1.
What's going on?
Let's do it, baby.
Oh, that's our camera right
That's
here.
our camera right there. We got Bishop in the house today.
Bishop got the camera.
Bishop, long time homie. You know, he makes content like crazy. He does it all. DJ, photo, video. He's with Soul Performance. We'll get back to it though. You know, TP, how you feeling about our first podcast?
Oh, I'm
back.
feeling great about it.
I think we should have Ethan out here. Actually, can you get Ethan? The name of the podcast, we don't know yet, but it's about creating content, how content is affecting you, how it's affecting your mental health, your overall view on content and creating content and social media, and just like the stories that come behind it. And I'm going to introduce our guest. We got DJ Bishop in the house. DJ Bishop is a part of Soul Performance.
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up?
Here,
Where am I
let's
looking?
Well,
we're
that's just
looking
the
at
camera
us.
Right here.
There's a camera there.
That's
just
it.
gonna be
Let me
popping it up
let me
right
push
here.
the mic real quick.
Okay. All right, bet.
There we go. Ethan, how we sounding?
Am I sounding good?
How we
Yeah,
sounding?
just bring the mic a little closer to your.
Yeah, outside.
You
Yeah,
can move.
outside.
You can move it too.
All right, bet.
Yeah, be careful.
Actually,
Sounds
It's-
solid.
Like we're solid.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is the this is the tradition. We got to chug a water as soon as the.
wonderful.
All
Health
right,
later.
cheers. Stay hydrated, my
Cheers.
friends.
Cheers. Cheers. fella.
Episode 1, DJ Bishop. You got to get all of it. Boom. Welcome, DJ Bishop. So DJ Bishop is part of Soul Performance, DJ, content creator, photo, video, everything.
Try to do it all in this entrepreneurial game. You know, it's a forever learning experience. All right.
100%.
Great way to put it.
How would you do so much things? How would you, if someone asked you, hey man, what do you do for a living? What would you say?
You know what? That's a good question because like I try not to give people too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah,
You don't want to overwhelm them.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, like what the like you do everything, bro. Like
You can curse on here too. If you
all right,
want.
my fault. All right, we can curse.
Go for
No
it.
monetization. We don't give a fuck.
We don't
All right,
go,
cool.
we're for the people.
Nah, but it's like I don't want to give people too much because like I feel kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like oh, who the fuck this guy think he is? He's some hot shot. Like I'm not, but like I try to learn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I try to learn.
You're always learning. That's what I
Yeah.
like about you.
Learn and master too. You know what I mean? Not just learn and play around. Like, oh yeah, I do this on the side. Like, nah, I know how to do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been doing live streams too.
Yeah.
Very goal driven.
Yeah, very goal driven.
Very-
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy how many things that you do at one time.
Yeah.
What'd you first start doing?
When I started doing independent things, I started DJing first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I started DJing. I was working at Carrabba's Italian Grill in Greenbrook,
Mm-hmm.
the restaurant. And,
Shout out Carrabba's.
Shout out Carrabba's. And you know that was a good job to have during that time because it gave me the flexibility. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to kind of like take some days off and actually try to learn and DJ and whatever. So I started off with DJing, and then I'm getting the flow of things. Starting to get busy, and then I'm like, yo, DJing is cool, but it's not going to cut it. If I want to truly work for myself, DJing ain't going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So like I started dabbling in photography and in videography, and then just learning the different programs such as Final Cut and
Shout out Final Cut.
Shout out.
We're big Final Cut
yeah,
guys.
yeah, and you know, just been leveling up and trying to grow from there. And then you brought up the live streaming. I was never interested in live streaming before the pandemic, but I saw a need. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that, and
Brought entertainment to the people.
yeah,
100%.
absolutely, man.
And I feel like that's honestly what you do for the most part. You're an entertainer, right? Whether it be
Absolutely.
with content, DJing, it all kind of comes in together as one.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I'm a people person, and you know, I truly love what I do. You know what I'm saying? I told somebody the other day I would DJ for free. I'm not, but I would. You know what I'm saying? But like, cause I truly love that shit. You know what I mean?
That's how you know you're doing something you love.
Yeah,
Though. When you do it for
exactly.
free, that's the best way to explain
Exactly.
it to
And
someone. You found something.
And it's fun too. You know, like
Yeah.
truly enjoy it. You know.
That's awesome.
And in the creating content side, were you like nervous at first picking up a camera? Like, were you scared of what people thought were thinking about you creating content, or did you always said, "Fuck, I'm just doing this"?
I said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, creating content came like kind of fell on my lap. It was never something I was interested in.
Yeah.
I was never as a kid like, oh wow, look at that camera. Oh, wow, look at that. I ain't really give a fuck about that shit. You know what I mean? But like, one of my boys had a camera, and I was like, yo, let me see this thing real quick. And then like I came across a Final Cut Pro, And I was like, yo, let me just try. I was bored as hell at the crib. I was like, let me just try something. And I was like, yo, this is actually easy and it's fun editing. You know what I'm saying? Like creating a story, and then, you know, hopefully whoever's watching it will love it. You know, what you came up with.
Yeah, and you just don't even just create just like storytelling. You also do like advertisements for like I see you posting a bunch of like different stories with like animations and things like that.
Definitely, yeah.
How do you think that's like helped like marketing wise?
Oh man, you know, video content has, you know, expanded within the past couple of years. You know, you got to be flashy, you got to be popping, you got to just be able to grasp the people within the first 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I try to take the best clips and take the most valuable clips and, you know, make it entertaining, make it so that people cannot stop watching it. Give them that dopamine that they looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've started that, you know, probably with like a few years ago, just the whole advertising aspect, and it's been great, you know.
How are you like balancing like what's your overall view on like social media as a whole right now?
It's a lot going on. It's a lot, you know, like you got to be connected with everything, you know, like I have a TikTok. I don't even know if I have I mean, we do have a TikTok account, but we're not active on it. Like, I don't know how to work the magic on that. You know what I mean? And like, for me personally, I think it's a lot, but I think you definitely need to be in it. You know what I mean? Everybody's online. You know, everybody's doing their homework on you when they hear about you. You know, if you don't have any online presence, you may not get that client. You know, so I think it's very important. And I'd be surprised like how some people survive without Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, yo, how are you doing this right now?
Yeah, how do you connect with people?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big part.
Yeah, but I think it's very, very important, and it's crucial for anybody to have some type of social media presence and platform, you know.
Do you try to have like a balance where you like get off of social? Do you ever like detox from social, or you're just in it 24/7?
Yeah, sometimes like I have to. Like, you know, right now I'm in that motherfucker. I'm putting out content all the time. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been just putting out DJ mixes, you know, whenever I can, and you know, my little stupid memes. Like, it's crazy, yo. Memes, I get a lot of exposure on memes rather than like just personal day-to-day stuff. It's crazy.
What's a funny meme you just posted?
It was a funny meme.
We'll put it on the
Yeah,
screen.
we might have to. We're gonna
It's like a little
show
cake.
us real quick.
Oh, my phone's over there. Oh, it's back. It's back. It's like, oh, it's
Can you
back
reach
there.
that?
oh, way back.
Actually, can you grab that? we want to put this on the. That'll be a segment. Show
Yeah.
us a meme. I think that'll be a funny
It's
segment.
great. So
Best
like
memes.
the memes is like, it tells you something. It's like, yo, people just want to
Thank you.
laugh.
Yeah.
People want to laugh and have a good time.
You got one meme to show us for the people.
All right, this one here. You know, shout outs to everybody. It says, me, one piece
That
of cake
camera
won't
right
hurt. Oh,
You can show-
one piece of cake won't hurt, and it says the cake, and it says, ha, fat. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, screenshot that to me and send that to me.
I'm going to send this over to the homie. But,
100%.
yeah.
So you were saying memes, people would just like swipe up, just interact with you, and
You laugh, and then, like, you know, I try to use my memes as leverage. You know what I'm saying? Post a meme, and then post some real shit. I'm going to get that view. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
You think it's good to, you know, when you're putting out content for yourself and for your business, and then also just more like personal stuff.
Yeah.
You think it's good to like show your audience a proper balance of both of those?
absolutely. Like, people like lifestyle. They want to know who you are. They want to know your personality.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, if you show that you're genuine and you're actually, like, a personable person, an actual person, rather than this robot business person. Like, nah, I wake up and I put my pants on and shoes on the same way you do. You know? So, like, I think when you show your lifestyle, your business, and just show that you're well-rounded, I think that's a good balance for, you know, your social media platform.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we always like preach to people that we're shooting for.
Yeah.
Whether we're doing a talking head for an interview or just them going through their normal routine that we're trying to capture. You always want to remind them like the people are coming here for you.
Yeah.
And for what you're offering.
Exactly.
And don't start bending yourself and putting yourself inside this tiny box because you think that you can't just be yourself.
That's a fact, man. Like,
I think that's like a crucial thing nowadays is
People
showing.
can tell, like,
Yeah.
if you're being fake. If it's like people can tell if you're not being natural. Like, yo,
Yeah.
that guy is cool, but like, he was kind of forcing that handshake that he did. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
you can tell from a mile away.
So, I know that you just you're self-taught, right? In terms of like creating content, photo, video.
Yeah.
How'd you learn it?
I learned off YouTube, straight up.
Really? Do you recommend any certain people that people should watch if they just got into
Yeah,
it?
I do. I can't remember his name though. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna put it right
Yes.
here. Hopefully, it's like not. But yeah, his name's like I think like Jackson or something. But he's like a white haired, like he has a mad white hair, old as fuck. No disrespect. Shout outs to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't old, bro. It's all relative. But but nah, he's an older guy, and like he is thorough. Okay,
I'll show you.
Tell you everything that you need to know. You know what I mean? I mean, you probably got to subscribe to his like Patreon to get the real, you know. But he'll tell you everything. Any question I had, typed it on there. I learned. You know what I mean? Like I just soaked it up and absorbed that shit and applied. Absorb and apply. You know what
So
I'm saying?
do you actually? How many times have you gone out and shoot like not knowing what to do, but you figured it out on the spot? Yeah.
Bro, I still do this to this day, bro. Because, like, you know, the client will tell you one thing, like, yeah, you know, the audio thing's here, and the microphone's here, blah, blah, blah. You're going to set up here. And then you get there, it's a totally different situation. You know, like, my main thing, getting the visuals is easy, right? But the audio
That's different.
is a different story, you know? So, like, you know, you got to just be tight and just always try to be a problem solver and figure it out, because you can't go to your client and be like, nah, bro, I can't do this shit. They're going to look at you crazy, and you ain't going to get that job again. You know what I mean? Figure that shit out. Don't complain. Get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's not even always just saying like, oh, I can't do this at all.
Yeah.
It's problem solving. It's bringing another solution to the table if needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. What do you think? What would you tell your younger self? What's a piece of advice you would tell your younger self?
Like, how long we talking? It's like, now, what piece of advice that I would tell my younger self is keep pushing, excel. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you gotta excel and overdo what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, as an entrepreneur, you may got 5 contracts, right? Everything's good. You chilling. You're like this, yo, life is good. But what happens if you lose 3 contracts? What you gonna do? You're gonna be out here trying to figure shit out. So, like, I would say, you know, keep learning and push for greatness. You know, don't get too comfortable.
Well,
When did you first realize you had that entrepreneurial sort of mode inside of you? That you knew it wasn't just gonna be, I'm gonna go to college, go get a
Right.
job, and then just do
Right.
that whole thing.
So I always had it in me because, like, you know, my mother, she's an entrepreneur too as well. She's a cosmetologist, has a hair salon. Like, that's all I've been around. She just worked for herself, you know, all my life. So it's like I saw that growing up. You know what I mean? And, like, you know, when you're in school, in high school, till you go to college and all that. So I did do the college route. However, I never graduated because during college I started becoming an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? And, like, I started kind of like being independent with working on my own between the ages 24 and 26. You know, 26 is where myself and Eric Lewis, my business partner.
shout out Elu.
Yeah, we in the building.
We're gonna have to have an episode with Elu too.
Absolutely. You know, I met Eric at like 24, 20. I think I met Eric like 25 years old or whatever. And then the next year, we got our first office. You know what I mean? Like, with the whole just DJ MC starting off, and then we expanded, adding the other elements of photography and photo booth and videography. But you know, started at 24. Like I said, I was working at the restaurant, started DJing, and then I just started pulling back and just started excelling. You know, it took a lot of long nights because I knew I did not want that restaurant life. You know what I mean? Long nights, learning, applying, trying to figure out how can I be the best at what I can do and be successful at it, you know?
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
What piece of advice would you give your older self?
Man, that's a good one right there, too. I I don't know. Probably the same advice, bro.
That's
know?
deep.
Yeah.
No?
Like, I love to learn, and you know, so like I think, you know, be humble. You know, always try to learn as much as you can. Learn something new.
Tell us about a time that like you were doing a shoot or at a wedding or DJing something that something went wrong, but you figured it out. What's
Oh shit, that's crazy. All right, so one time, it was like actually one of me and Eric's first wedding, right? 2015, and I was at the Brownstone in Patterson, at the glass area. You know the glass room. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And everything's going well. We got the speakers and all that shit. Everything's going well. Everybody's cool. The first dance, we had one of our homies, you know, who's like just getting behind the scenes footage for us, because like, you know, when you first starting off, you need footage to show other people. You know what I mean? So like, oh, come out, we'll pay you X amount of dollars, just shoot us real quick. So he's shooting us. Everything's going well. During the first dance, he trips over the main cord for the electric, and the shit just.
What did the crowd do?
I mean, it wasn't that bad. You know, could have been worse. Luckily, the system where you just plug it in and the music kind of just turns on right immediately, like couple, like wait, like
A couple
maybe
seconds?
10 seconds type shit. But like, yeah, that happened. Another story happened. This is crazy, bro. Now y'all just opened up a can of worms, right? And shout outs to anybody watching this. This will never happen now. You know, when you first starting off,
You know, yeah,
you know,
no.
things happen.
Things happen. That's
You
how
know,
you
things
learn.
happen.
That's a fact.
That's how
And-
you get good.
Yeah, and everybody has to start from somewhere, you know. Not saying, you know, if you got a friend of yours or a homie of yours, they got a new business, not to hire them. Hire they ass. You know what I'm saying?
If you're real boys.
Yeah. But, you know,
Or
things
girls.
do happen, unfortunately, where it's uncontrollable, right? So another time when I was DJing at the spot Sterling Gardens, and it's not there anymore. It's over in Mattawan. DJing this thing or whatever, and this client, we have like, you know, I was working with another company, and, you know, they have like a whole client, you know, preparation sheet, whatever, where they're supposed to write things in order or whatever. However, this client didn't write things in order. Things was like all over the place, or on the top of the street, on the corner of the street. There's like notes everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like figure this shit out, whatever. So the day of, you know, we had a meeting and all that stuff. Everything's going well with the prior about the music and everything. Everything's fine. The day of, they say, yo, we got this performance. And I'm like, performance? So I'm like, all right, what song? Y'all is acapella? What y'all doing? He's like, yeah, it's going to be this song. I'm like, what? So this place, Sterling Gardens, has the worst service and the worst Wi-Fi. So I'm like, I try to figure things out, right? Let's try to get this done. Don't worry. I got you. We're going to get it done, right? So they tell me this. I'm like, I like probably like 10, 15 minutes to get the song downloaded, which is more than enough time. But like I said, Wi-Fi is horrible, and you know, the hotspot on your phone, it ain't happening. So I tried, bro. I think it said like it was gonna take like an hour to download, bro. The shit ended up failing, right? So I'm like, yo. So you know, I was like, you know what? Let me stream this shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just stream it straight off YouTube, and hopefully it'll work. Tell me why the song cut off in the middle of the performance, bro. The client was mad as fuck, okay? Like, just don't even want to give you eye contact. That's just mad. Like,
Upset.
left the party, you know what I mean?
Left the party.
Yeah, they didn't even say
man.
bye type shit. But I did DJ the fuck out of that party. They danced like a motherfucker. So they was like mad happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like I'm pissed. I'm still happy.
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Once they let it go, though, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, but I say that to say, like, you know, things do happen which is uncontrollable. So that's why, you know, people put themselves in positions where you have backups, you know, so that
Always have a backup.
always have a backup.
Oh, yeah.
Like with videography, you got a backup audio.
You got a
You know
backup
what I'm saying? You
audio.
got the on-camera audio. You got something plugged in. You got ambiance audio. You know what I mean? Same
Yeah.
for DJs.
Yeah.
DJs got backup computers where they're able to download music and get things done. You know?
Pro tip: what you got to do is, if you're a wedding videographer, you got to plug in to the DJ board, and then do a backup. Put a lav on the speaker, and have that as your backup.
Major.
Pro tip.
Yeah,
Pro
major.
tip.
That's
I've
it.
seen guys put actual like that Rode wireless 2 Go. Shout outs to you, Rode. You know what I'm saying? I see you. Thank you. But yeah, they put it on the actual like microphone, like on the
Yeah.
wireless microphone.
I feel like weddings, the craziest shit always happens.
Absolutely.
It's people hate on like wedding filmmaking, but like it's pretty hard. Like it's a grueling day.
It's a
It
whole
is.
production in
is.
itself.
Yeah.
And you know, shout outs to Media X Marketing. The way you guys handle it, top tier professionals.
Exactly.
You know, like because like it's an algorithm at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
exactly.
you know exactly. Everything's basically the same. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, and then you've done it so many times, you already know what
It's-
time it
it's
is.
just a
right?
reflex.
Yeah.
Once you
But-
get good, it's just a reflex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, on the flip side, if you just like a videographer, yeah, you got experience, but like you know, you got a couple weddings on your belt. That shit gonna be stressful.
That's true. Because you only shot a handful of weddings, right?
I shot a handful until I started working here.
Yeah.
And I shot a few handfuls.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I remember my
Especially
fir-
through Soul, because they give us
my
fucking hella
first-
weddings.
Yeah, I appreciate
Shout
that.
out Soul.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember my first wedding I did by myself, and it was the most
Like solo dolo.
solo.
I have yet to shoot a wedding with Thomas.
The most nerve-wracking thing. Nowadays, I am, thanks to Joe. Joe lays a pretty simple blueprint
Yeah.
that has a lot of details that goes into
Yeah.
it. But before that, it was, wow, I'm not prepared.
Science, man.
It is, you really have to lay it all out. You have to be on top of everything more than the people who are telling you what's going on.
fact, bro.
It's, yeah.
And that's how we met. We met through a wedding, actually.
Yeah, you met Eric first.
Yeah, do you know how that we met?
Nah, how did you guys meet?
So we were chilling at, I forget, Pleasantdale Chateau. It was
Okay, in West Orange.
yeah, in West Orange. And he's like, yo, I hear him talking to you, and he's like, yo, do you have any lotion? Like, he's like, and you're like, nah, I don't got any lotion. I'm like, yo,
I was there?
Yeah, you were DJing too.
Oh shit.
Eric asked you for lotion, and I'm like, yo, I got lotion in the car, bro. And I brought it out. I'm like, yo, fucking these brown boys, we stick together. Need some lotion. And we just chopped it up after that, and then he reached out and just we started
That's
shooting
what's
for you guys after that.
I'm glad that you guys came on board because like it was definitely a need for that. Like you came at the right time, bro.
And now it's kind of all in the family where like you'll get a job, you'll ask me, I'll have Thomas on the job. It's kind of all like because he just came back from I don't know if we can say this, the Tito's event.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate
So
it.
like
Shout out Tito's.
They loved you, bro.
Oh, I love
they
them
loved,
too.
They loved your ass.
It was a great time. For
why do you
Yeah.
think they loved you so much?
I like, in all full honesty, I'm a personable person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't change for anybody.
Yeah.
So I go to a Tito's event. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be being all Tito'd up
Yeah.
and doing it that way. But I'm personable. My first thing I do is I go to
That's what's up.
whoever's there first.
Yeah.
Give me the gist. Give me the rundown.
Yeah.
Are there any particular shots you want? At what point in time works best for you for us to do the interview? Like, I'm just there to just bend to however the event's going, and
Yeah.
then I feel like you get the best out of it.
That's perfect, man. That makes everything fluid and the client comfortable. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
you actually, if the client says, "Yo, you ain't get this," I'm like, nah, I talked to you.
And that-
You know what I'm saying? I spoke to you before.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I look at it as I'm there for you.
Yeah.
So,
But you're also representing us.
and I'm representing us. I just look at it as I need to get more than what they'll need.
Nah.
So there's
I
no
respect
possible reason of yeah.
that. I
anything.
respect that. Like as a videographer, I always said this. Like it was like my rule of thumb: always overcompensate.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Get extra because you never know
You never
what
know.
you could use to fill in that extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and be strategic too. Like,
Yeah.
it's good to overshoot, but there's certain ways of going about it.
Yeah, you don't want 3
Just a
hours of raw
bunch of
footage of
random-
nonsense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Nah,
But,
I appreciate that, man.
To kind of bounce back real quick. So, you mentioned how you would do what you do for free.
Right.
How often did you do that coming up, and what is your advice to maybe people coming up, or maybe even people that think like I'm past that point? I don't really.
Right.
I'm not doing anything
Yeah.
for free anymore.
Well, You know, I did things. So like when I first started DJing, I did a lot of shit for free because like I felt like I had to. You know what I mean? You got to get your name out there, and you got to get the fly pics in the videos. That's, you know, so like, you know, and through that, I use that as leverage to, you know, hand out business cards and just get that
Network.
overall attraction, get some Instagram followers, and so that people can see me. And then maybe later down the road, 2, 3, 5 years down the road, you may consider booking me for something. You know what I mean? So like, I did that. I did a lot of free shit for a while, probably like a couple years. I ain't even gonna lie. And like I was still getting paid for other things, but there's things where I said I'm doing this shit for free. So like I was DJing at Menlo Mall. One of my homies, Maria. Shout out to Maria. I see you. Watch this shit, Maria, for real.
We're gonna send you the link.
We gonna send you the link. One of my homies, Maria, she worked at BB in the Menlo Park Mall. I was like, yo, you work at BB, you in the mall. Let me just ask her if I could DJ there for free and just see what's up. I DJ'd there for free. Got mad Sweet 16s, quinceañeras out of that thing, and different parties.
Yeah.
And like I said, the pictures and all that, followers, and it was perfect. You know what I mean? I DJ'd other things like, you know, birthday parties, just to get the practice in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Working for free has so many benefits. You get the practice, and you just never know who you're gonna meet on a
Never
shoot.
know who you're gonna meet. You always
Exactly.
meet somebody at an event. Yo, let me get your card. I need.
Oh,
a
you do
DJ.
this? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, your network is your net worth.
Absolutely.
You know what it is. I think we're right around like 30 minutes. I think we should close it out right now.
Yeah. Or maybe
Bishop,
we can end off with a couple would
rapid
you
fires?
rathers.
Or would you rather?
Yeah,
All
we've been big on those.
right. Would you rather, or who would win in a fight, you or a baby kangaroo?
That's crazy. Now the kangaroo might fuck me up. Like it might. I'm gonna get scratched the fuck up and like kicked and shit. I mean, nah, I probably win. I'm gonna end up bloody motherfucker.
Would you rather have telepathy or telekinesis? So read people's minds or be able to move things with your mind?
read people's minds?
Really?
Yeah.
Would you
What your ass thinking?
would you rather would you
I'll
rather
save a lot of time.
Yeah. Right.
would you rather DJ a Sweet 16 or a quinceañera? I mean, all right, Sweet 16 or a bar mitzvah?
Sweet 16.
No.
Yeah.
Is there a dream job out there or
A dream gig.
a dream gig out there?
Dream gig. My main thing is I DJ'd overseas, but I want to DJ overseas like often. So like,
Yeah.
you know, Europe, Asia, you know what I mean? That Africa, that would be dope. You know what I mean?
What's your go-to song at a club to get the people going?
At a club, I mean that thing changes. All
It depends on the
time.
club, right?
It depends on the club, and it's like forever.
Say you're at Mr.
changing.
East.
Mr. East.
What club? What song?
Right now, probably like right now. I mean, Dreams and Nightmares, of course. That's like obvious. You know
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
Meek.
Like, yeah. And what song is popping right now is that song F and F.
What's
You
that?
know,
I don't know. You know that song?
Fuck Ninja Free.
Oh yeah.
I'm FRE.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
That song. Not right now.
All right, yeah, I got one more. Is there any piece of content, whether it's a song, movie, YouTube, anything that has inspired you lately to, in any sort of way? Or anything you watched or heard that kind of was just like, it had an effect on you?
That's a good question. I can't think of anything specific. However, you know, I do follow a lot of content creators such as you. You know, like that one video that you did. I thought this was dope. You know, with you sitting down, like you was taking a picture or something, and then like it
Cropped in?
Yeah, cropped in. And
That was
it pulled
yesterday,
back.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
That-
Put it on the screen.
That was tight. You know what I mean? So like when I see things like that, it's mad inspirational. It's like wow, you thinking outside the box. That's kind of dope. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
you know, shouts to you.
And just to wrap it up, give that camera a quote.
A quote.
Give
Yo,
him a
man,
quote.
you already know, man. DJ Bishop here, whole city, whole squad. Thank y'all for tuning in. Nah, I ain't got no quote, bro. Sorry.
Where can where can they find out more about you?
DJ Bishop CNJ on Instagram. You can follow that Soul Performance, Soul underscore SOLE underscore performance on Instagram as well. We also have Soul Studios at the Soul Studios on Instagram, and yeah, you'll see everything there.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Podcast 1.
All right, podcast
Woo!
on the book. See y'all next time.
Peace. Good. Hell yeah, my boy.
Awesome.